So some things I'm not happy with is the leveling system. I mean, they kept most of the cool shit away from us until very late in the game when we're very leveled up, and that's when pretty much the game's finishing. So I didn't enjoy that at all.
Overall, I think for progression, like in every aspect, there was something wrong with it. From how what weapons we got to the leveling system to
Well,
the
the weapon
interactions with certain characters and the way that they taught us things, if you know what I
Well,
mean.
we can't really talk of any weapon variety because the weapons are very scarce. Like there's pretty much no fucking weapon variety. Pretty much. Oh, they all feel pretty much the same. The melee weapons and the firearms. There's basically like 3 or 4 like firearms. So yeah, pretty much no variety.
There's not much, is there?
Also, why are you walking towards the zombies, dude? We should have avoided those. Let me foul. Stop doing whatever the fuck. Just follow me. This
I
way.
don't know what you're talking about. This is relaxing.
We were killing zombies all game. Can't we just enjoy the city a little bit for a change?
But there's zombies everywhere in the city.
And you just avoid them like I'm doing.
Fine, fine.
They're over there. We'll just go this way. We're almost to the beach anyway. It's supposed to be somewhere out there.
Somewhere.
Yeah, we'll reach something eventually. Oh, there's that survivor that's been chasing me around all game. I wonder what the fuck his problem is.
I really, really need those suppressants.
Whatever.
Now I know what you felt like when I killed that one dude in front of you. That was funny.
So yeah, I really enjoyed the fact that there's 3 skill trees that you level up separately, but overall the fact that they kept all the good stuff away from you until very late, yeah, that was kind of annoying. I mean, they could
Definitely.
have at least let us like, oh, you wanna be more tackly, or oh, you wanna have more ground and pound, like these types of skills for, wait, were they in the same tree? Let me double check. Okay, so the drop kicks, the slides, and the tackles are all in the same tree. You get the drop kick and the slide very early, but the tackle very late because it's obviously more powerful and they knew that. But how's about in the agility tree you are allowed to pick like, are you more into the tackles, are you more into the other shit, and they let you level up that mini tree, like they should have split it into more variation in that regard. Like, you
Um,
wanna upgrade your tackle skills, you wanna upgrade your sliding skills or your grappling skills.
Also the fact that, well, the
That thing's glowing
simplest
over there. You wanna
things.
check if there's an underwater cave?
You might as well while we talk. What the fuck? Go away.
I see the corpse. You just flew down here, I think.
Well, the dude charged at me and said the suppressants, and then I threw him off.
You could have just, I don't know, leave him be, but okay.
He's an asshole. He tried killing me.
The money. The money always seems to be a problem with games like this. I mean, they had the same problem in fucking Dead Island as well, where you've got so much fucking money and you've got nothing to fucking really do with it.
Yeah, I have no idea why.
I never once felt the need to use my fucking money. Not once.
It's like they expect you to buy weapons with it, but weapons are so plentiful.
Okay, let's
that
get
they're-
out of the water. There's nothing down there. You can use
Now
the
I
grappling
have
hook here at least.
to. Okay, hang on.
So yeah, you were saying?
But yeah, the weapons are so plentiful, there is never any reason to buy them, and they're always of the right amount of power at the current time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Plus,
like,
if
a
you
good
don't
thing
buy the
though.
weapons, what would you be buying? You'd be buying lockpicks, medkits, some kind of supplies. But honestly, the supplies are plentiful in this game of every type, so you don't really have to bother buying them.
True, but the thing is, the good thing though about this is that though there's not that much plentiful weapons, or like they all feel good.
Oh yeah, the weapons definitely feel good, even though, like, you can pretty much characterize them as either blunt or sharp, and after that point, it doesn't matter much.
Yeah. Ow. But yeah, it's either blunt, sharp, or small. And knives, unlike Dead Island, where they had a purpose, like fast head-stabbing motions, they got to be accurate with them, and they do
Yeah.
tons of damage, or be from behind. Unlike that, there really isn't any use for them, and I understand why they phased them out in the second half, because they became practically useless.
Yeah, basically the cool thing about the melee weapons is they stun your opponent, and the knives have no fucking stun, so they're worthless. It's not the damage that you want, it's the stun, right?
Yep. And unless it's has those things, somebody's been smoking.
Plus
Yeah,
there's
unless
the
it-
second thing, knives are very short, you have to get in closer, while
Yeah.
most weapons you can keep your distance.
And then there's the fact that I hate to go back to progression again, but why was the stealth kill kept from us for so long?
Oh yeah, that's the next point I wanted to bring up. Like progression, all that cool. Like why? Like we went from most of the game without being able to access that thing, and there were areas early in the game where we were clearly meant to use stealth. So why? Were we supposed to fucking grind?
I have no clue, dude.
Because I'm talking about some serious RPG type grinding, because we did most of the side quests and we still weren't leveled enough to get that stuff. Were we supposed to fight more? Were we not supposed to use free running the point of the game to get away from the zombies? I don't know, man.
Exactly, and it's on the combat tree, so you would have to do a lot of straight up combat to get it. And it's at the very end, like, what was it, 16 or something?
I think it was balanced very poorly. Like once you get it, it's very easy to execute, it's very forgiving, and you can pretty much kill most of the enemies with it. So
But
if
that's
they
the
wanted
thing.
to, if they
Sorry.
wanted to balance that thing out, what they could have done is give us a shittier version at lower levels, where it took us like 3 or 4 seconds and we needed to like be at a specific spot with specific requirements, and then at the later levels let us level up to the better version of the stealth kill. I think that would have been better.
Yeah, but it's not even that, like, powerful, because you can only take out one person and it takes time. That's the thing,
Oh.
like, there's hundreds of zombies and shit. But yeah, I understand, but
I don't know,
also,
man.
there's
Check out
also-
how fucking easy it is. Crack one dead zombie. Pop, and I got away from the other one. I'm literally standing in the middle of many zombies. I cracked one's head and moved on without getting touched.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can kill
kill
them
is
much
so
faster.
fucking- So yeah, that's really my point. They could have given us a shittier version for the first levels and a better version for the later ones.
Like, the
That's
next
pretty
snap
much it.
becomes the one later, because
Yeah.
in the first few ones you should be able to use your weapons, because that's another thing. An artistic view, like, it's not important, but the fact that you couldn't just stealth kill with your flipping huge machete or something.
Yeah. That's another thing. There's only one animation for the so-called stealth kills. I think we're being a little bit generous calling them stealth kills, really. But both for humans and for zombies, you just snap their necks, which it's kind of redundant. But okay, I can accept that. But the fact that you have melee weapons and you're just head cracking, that seems a little bit weird. I think Far Cry series took it a little bit better. You just stab someone in a vital spot and something like that. I thought that kind of more fit the mood. I don't know.
It did. Like, Far Cry stealth kills were much more fluid. They were able to do a lot more with them.
There's a lot of soldiers, by the way.
I do like this, but this never becomes anything. Like, the guy, you can hold people up with your gun. Look,
Yeah,
I'm doing it right now.
I was so fucking surprised when that shit happened for the first time.
See?
And yeah,
But now it just goes
doesn't
back.
really happen. Nothing really happens.
I
from
wish you
that.
could hold people up with no weapons. Like, if they had no weapons, you could just hold them up and get them to give you shit.
Yeah.
By the way, Molotovs still overpowered.
Versus humans?
Versus anything. Like, it's always in every single zombie game. It's just, nope, you're dead.
I don't like the fact that I'm throwing 5 or 6 shuriken at this guy's 2 grenades and he's not dying. I think the humans are actually way too strong compared to the zombies. I don't understand that.
Yeah, it's hard to see how they...
Humans are already smarter. Why are they 3 times as tough? I mean, I understand they're decked out, they have body vests and whatever and helmets, but if you hit them in some specific spot, they should fucking die more easily, dude. What the fuck?
Definitely. But that being said,
Okay, just one example. I hit the zombie 2 times, it dies. I had to throw 5 shurikens at the guy, a grenade, and hit him 3 times with my knife in order for him to die. Come on.
I know. It's not exactly like... But mind you, fighting them is a little fun. Like, as soon as you like, get the grab and stuff and you dodge left and right. I mean, I'm a bit upset you can't block. But... Stab, 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 stab.
See what I mean? I don't know how many I wasted, but he's still not dying. He seems fine. It's just crazy, dude.
Yeah, but what's like as I said, they are fun to fight, even if you just don't do that.
That's true. They dodge, they block, they tackle. I like that. The fact that you can't stun them though, that's a little bit annoying, or that it's kind of
Yes.
random.
I think they
I
tried to
kinda don't
explain
like
that away by saying before, like, oh, Rise's men are all big brutes and they're combat orientated guys. You're just a free runner.
Yeah, but I don't know. There still has to be some kind of fucking limit to that shit, dude.
True, true. But that being said, maybe like what else? Like we might as well get all the negative things and then move on to all the good stuff. 'Cause that seems what we're doing.
Well, if we're talking negative stuff, how about the fact that sometimes guys go on the ground and they're not dead? And they stay like that frozen. I think that's the most common bug we've found. Oh, you got him. Okay, that's what I was going for. I was pretty much head cracking people. This is not really a stealth kill, dude. Like, head cracking is way too effective.
Yeah, it's a bit too loud. Why? Yeah, come here, crack. But yeah, it's like overall combat is fun, but it would have been much funner if you got this stuff at the start, even weaker versions.
Yeah. I mean, why do you have to level up a fucking slide? The fucking person doesn't know how to slide. I mean, come on, he's supposed to be a trained soldier, a mercenary or something.
And the thing is, so much in the first area needs you to like slide under it.
Yeah, I mean, some of the skills just make no sense to me. Like, they had free skill trees for a lot of shit, which is awesome and stuff like that. And some of the stuff I can realize it needs to be leveled up. But some of the stuff, like I said, is just weird. Okay, survival starter kit, like learning how to make lockpicks, throwing stars, Molotov cocktails. He should be able to do that by fucking default. Dodge. That's also something he should be able to do by fucking default. Why did we have to level up that stuff? Okay, melee throw. It's basically throwing a weapon. Why do you need to learn about that? Why can you not do that by default?
Yeah, I think to take away from this, the big negative point is progression. It's a bit screwed throughout almost every aspect of the game.
Maybe I think they were incentivizing too much, like the very idea of progressing. Like, they take as much away from you as possible so they can give it later to you, so you can feel better. Oh yeah, I can definitely feel the difference. I'm so much stronger now. But I think it kind of works against them in a way.
Yeah, it's like that's the exact same thing. It's just, oh my god, what now? It's like,
Also, what do you think about the fact that in the later parts of the game, the melee weapons kind of become pointless because you've got very good escape skills, you've got the tackle, which is fucking insane.
What, you
The
mean that's
move
what I
where
just
you
did?
just crush their heads when they're on the ground when you follow up with the tackle, and you can pretty much kill all the zombies without ever using a melee weapon. And it's actually way more effective than most melee weapons.
The fact that all melee weapons degrade, like I can understand shitty weapons degrading, but then there's like, oh, I found this ultra cool legendary weapon. Well, it's gonna be broken soon.
Yeah, why do weapons degrade pretty much? I think they say they have different durabilities, but honestly I don't feel it much. I feel like all the weapons after 5 or 6 kills just pretty much break.
Hmm. Yeah, that is something. But again, that's something called progression. Like they want you to go up a level in like melee weapons.
Another thing, if you have a weapon you like for some reason, like for instance this katana, I don't know, but I just never switched out of it. Once you start repairing it once or twice, it starts looking very shitty, which is cool in a way, you know, it's realistic and stuff. But how's about having some kind of option, even though it's not realistic? But I mean, come on, it's a video game. Anyway, an option where you're gonna give more supplies, yeah, it's gonna be harder, but you get to repair it to like pristine condition, like it's never been used, so you can have it as good as new if you want.
Like maybe taking it to a workshop or something.
Yeah,
Like instead of
like
you
for
personally
instance,
fixing it, you take it
for
to a
instance,
workshop.
guns never degrade, even though for some reason they have the same degrading icon as the melee weapons. But let's say that special named weapon that we got from the guy we killed, Rice's guy, you remember?
You mean
This
my
weapon?
Tremere's machete?
Yeah, something like that. I haven't really played with this yet, I'm not sure if it degrades, I've never actually used it. But if
Well,
it
I
degrades and
have.
it has to be repaired, it's gonna look shitty, and then it's a fucking unique weapon and it looks shitty, and I'm like, why? I don't wanna use this thing, I don't want it to get shitty, I wanna keep it as it is.
Yeah, that's the thing. Right now, I've of course put a mod on it, but there's flipping metal plates across it where I've repaired it once. And it's just like, oh, well, I guess that's ruined it kind of now. Ooh,
Yeah.
free beach.
Throw! Oh, I didn't throw, I guess it was too high. That's good.
When I got the weapon throw, though, I've loved it ever since.
I don't know, man. Having a good weapon and just throwing it at someone, I never understood that thing. Never been a fan.
Well, I
I'll
just
go
get a
with
load of
that
shitty
picture, by the
weapons
way.
for it.
Yeah, I guess. But if you don't wanna carry all that shit around, it's kind of... when are you gonna use it?
I guess that's true, but I've always had fun with it either way. Throwing weapons were nice, they had a few good skills with that. Like
Yeah.
nothing silly like Dead Island, but still
Something
cool.
small. I like the fact that even if you don't kill the enemy but you hit him in the head, you get extra points. Like that's such a small thing, but it makes a difference. First of all, as a gamer, you know, you always aim for the head if you wanna do more damage. But since it's hard, they reward you with a little bit of extra points. I like stuff like that. That was good.
Here's the thing, like hang on. But yeah, there's the thing with having all this shit. Like, you have to add those little things. Like every little design extra they put in always makes you go, "Wow, this is a cool game. I like it." But then you look at like the main progression and stuff, and it's like, that's a little silly. I wish I had that before.
Yeah.
But again, we can, you know, what about all the good things about this game?
Well, it definitely was fun, not gonna lie about that. I had a lot of fun with the game, to the point that I wish there was more content right now. Even though
Definitely.
we really didn't delve much into the be the zombie thing.
Well, we will be. But yeah, that's like the big thing. It's like, this game is really good. No matter what you can say, this game is properly a good zombie game.
Yeah,
It's what Dead
a good one.
Island
It's
should have
definitely
been.
fun.
You want some more? Kill me!
No, that's not my... Oh, there it is.
I think we leveled up or something, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think the only thing left for us to do right now is just go out at night without the grappling hooks and set up races, get from point A to point B. See who gets there first. That would be kind of fun.
It's a shame we didn't do many competitions, but we were much more interested in the story. It's a basic story, that being said.
Yeah,
It's a very
nothing that
basic
really
story.
stands out, but it wasn't that bad.
That's the thing,
protagonist-
it was told at least well, and the protagonist, oh, he came into his own. But the thing is, he only came into his own in the last third.
I'd say that at least the protagonist wasn't afraid to be different. I didn't like him. To me, he was once again boring, faceless, and dumb. I honestly didn't connect with him at all, but compared to most games, at least he fucking tried. So I'll give him props for that.
That's the same with me. Before he was boring, but then at the last bit of the game, as I said, the last third, he really started coming with his own. He started getting attitude, like proper attitude, not like teenage attitude.
Doesn't mean fucking character.
I know,
No.
but he actually, yeah, at least he had a trait. At least he had something to him.
Wow, have we really gotten that low of an expectation in characters from video games that just him having some kind of trait makes him a good character now?
Yep. And that's a sad thing. But either that, he is okay. He's a passable protagonist. He cares about people. At least that's put
I
up
don't know, I
front.
still find it sad. Like, I always go back to the example of Gordon fucking Freeman. He doesn't say a fucking word, and he's still one of the best characters out there.
That's the thing. Gordon Freeman isn't a protagonist. He's just a thing that you can project on.
Maybe, but it's a damn good one.
Yeah. If you want to do a old tired cliche, you got to do it well, sure. But still.
Two
Wow,
bosses,
there's
huh?
2 of them now.
Yeah, let them have their fun.
There's another thing about the amount of infected.
Let's go around. There's a zipline over there.
Cheating me?
But yeah, about the amount of infected. We met one of the infected in the last third of the game.
Yeah, the boss one, right?
No, the flippin' baby.
Oh, the baby.
Like the one that calls you the infected. That one could have been amazing. It was hiding in places like dark places where we could hide and stuff. But it only came in then. And it's like, what?
I'm honestly thinking they were hiding it from most of the assholes who would play and bash this game for stupid shit.
Well,
So that, you know, only the people that actually enjoy the game are gonna see it.
well, I guess that's a point, but I don't think they should have been afraid to do it.
Maybe,
that
I'm
wa-
just saying, that's just how I feel it. Maybe they had some other reason for it, but I feel like that was the reason.
I liked the Spitter and the Volatiles, but the other 2, the Goon and the Big Brute guy, they were just normal guys. They were just the normal boss characters, weren't they? Big guy slow hits, big guy charge hits.
Honestly, the brutes at first I was disappointed. They felt easy and predictable, and then when they started having huge stun ranges, then they just became straight up annoying.
I don't know what happened. I think that this game ramped up in difficulty, like, I don't know,
In a
halfway
weird
through.
way. A
It's
weird
like
way,
all
I'd
the
say.
things started to get really good at grabbing, and I was thinking, I think that may be because down the progression tree there is like the instant grab escape and stuff
Yeah.
to counter that.
Maybe. Oh, are you getting at the fact that maybe they were justifying some of their skills in the skill tree? Hmm.
Like they
That's an
upped the
interesting
grab
point.
rate so they could just justify some of the stuff. I don't mind that, that's okay, but it became annoying when I didn't have it. Like it was like, get off me! Why? Stop!
Honestly, I like that. Zombies should be all about the grabbing, but the grabbing itself felt like it was done wrong because half the time those zombies like put you into some kind of small animation where they instantly like latch onto you like a magnet to fucking metal, dude. It was just weird.
Yeah, but I did like when you pass them, they do have like a grabbing feel. You know, when they slow you down with a grab.
Uh-huh.
So if there's lots of them, you basically can't just go barreling through a entire horde of them and expect to get out unscathed. That was cool.
Yeah. Oh, I
But
wonder
then
if
the
there's something
tackle
in this
came
one.
about.
Oh yeah, the tackle, dude, that's just the best move in the game, hands down. There's nothing better than the tackle.
I don't know, I think the grab is really useful.
No, dude, the grapple is way better. I mean the tackle. The grapple may be good, honestly, I never tried it once. I still haven't tried it once, even though I have it. But the tackle is just so fucking useful. Like there can be 20 zombies right in front of you, you just charge on through with the tackle and get past them. It's crazy good. Not to mention if you had the head stomp, you combine with the tackle, it's overpowered. That's how I'll say it. Overpowered.
But one thing I would have liked is more interaction between characters. Like multiplayer characters sort of deal.
You know what I would have liked? If we could from time to time actually see other runners trying to get to the drop zones. Like
Yeah, that would've
feel
been
like
cool.
there's some fucking competition out there. Because I never felt any fucking competition, it was just us. And from time to time we get the message that the drop was stolen and that was it. Or meet a few of Rice's men. There were never any other runners out there.
Yeah, it would have been cool if we could have found them and they actually like we saw a few runners, but the thing is they were all sitting down in a safe house and challenged us to
Yeah.
do things.
And that was it. We never saw them outside the fucking safe houses.
Where are you? Ah, here you are. But more good things about the game. I did like some of the characters. I really did. Like they weren't the like nostalgic, you're gonna remember them years later sort of deal. But at least they were quite decent in my opinion.
Enter sewers. Oh, we can go back to the sewers. That's kind of cool. I thought that was a one-time deal or something.
Overall, the world feels nice.
Well, the second zone feels a lot better than the first. That's just what I'm gonna say.
Actually, I think their progression from first to a second was really well, because the second has much more verticality, and you should have the skills and abilities by this point to be able to pull off some crazy shit.
You mean you should have the fucking grappling hook? Speaking of which, why don't we move on to the fucking grappling hook, because that was pretty much what broke the game.
Yeah, that was. It's like they hyped it up, but I don't think even they. Like, look at that! You're still down there, just climbing, and I'm just whee! Look at me. There's no need for skills.
The grappling hook, is it awesome? Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Hands down, it's amazing.
Definitely.
But the thing is, it's just too amazing. Because if you're mid-air, you can use the grappling hook to save your ass. If you're falling from a very high spot, you can just grapple down, which makes absolutely no fucking sense, like in Just Cause series, if you know that shit.
Whee! There we go. See,
Yeah,
like that.
and you can pretty much grapple insane distances and escape at night very easily, even from the strongest zombies.
Yep, the volatiles. You can outrun those fuckers like anything.
Like
easily.
pretty much if you time one good grappling hook, you can instantly end the chase. Instantly. Nice.
I do like the dodge though. This is a really good thing.
Oh,
But
yeah, it's very
back
good.
to grapple. It's like the grapple, it breaks the game. It really does.
And there's always the argument, well, if it breaks the game, don't fucking use it. But here's the thing though, we're both gamers and we know how this fucking shit works, right? When they
Yep.
give you a fucking overpowered thing that feels very gratifying and awesome, you don't wanna fucking restrict yourself from fucking using it. Like, right now, if I have a gun with unlimited ammo that fires very fast like a fucking minigun, it would make the entire game fucking boring and mood, but if I have it, I'm not gonna stop using it. Because it's the best fucking weapon. And I wanna use the best fucking shit, right?
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, it's like, you never use downgraded stuff unless you're trying to personally challenge yourself because it's in the game. And the way, like, the grappling hook seems central to some places, but other times it's like, they never meant for you to use it. Like in story missions, there's certain places where you clearly meant to climb somewhere and it's meant to be a cool climbing puzzle. But
yeah,
then
and without
you
telling you shit, they just pretty much restrict their grapple, so it's not too easy.
Yeah,
If
but
that's the
even
point,
then...
if that's the point, why don't they just either somehow remove the grapple, take it from us, or if they design the level in such a way that the grappling hook is not useful. Like, for instance, let's say in the last mission there was a horde of zombies on our asses, right? What
Yep.
if they have a horde of zombie like that on our asses again? And the thing is, if you use the grappling hook all the time, like you can use it twice in a row and then it becomes on cooldown. But why don't they set it up so there's no good place for you to fucking grapple? So if you start grappling, you're actually gonna fall behind and the zombies are gonna get your ass.
Yep.
You need a kind of spot where you're constantly moving, like there's falling shit, there's explosions everywhere, so you can't stop fucking grapple, you have to keep climbing.
It's like that last part, the very end, would not have been as intense if you were allowed to use a grapple.
Yeah, definitely not. Like the moment when I didn't have the grapple and I was just running, a volatile came right in front of me and I just slid it under his legs. It's that kind of shit that makes this game amazing. But by introducing the grappling hook, they pretty much say, well, you're never gonna be doing this shit again, so enjoy it while it lasts.
Mm-hmm. But it is cool, and it doesn't completely ruin the game in multiplayer, because you basically need this shit to keep up with the main guy.
Yeah, I guess. Though honestly, I think I would have been more happy if they gave you the the grappling hook after you completed the game, or at the very end, something like that.
What, as like a reward? Like you see Rise using it or something?
I don't know, maybe something like that. Yeah. Speaking of which, what did you think about the ending, where you pretty much go through the game without any quick time event bullshit and suddenly quick time event?
That was annoying. It was like, I was standing there, quick time event, wait, what? And then I'm dead. And it's like, quick time event? There hasn't been a quick time, right, there has been quick, like, button presses to get out of, like, stuff, but there's never been anything in cutscenes. I thought I was gonna fight Rise, not quick time him to death.
Yeah, like on that, I'd like to point out a few things, like the first quick time event where the knife hits you and stabs your hand. I'm pretty sure there's no way to avoid that because it's kind of instrumental to how the whole fight plays out. So I think that's cool because they give you a warning. Hey, we actually have quick time events. You're like, oh shit, what the fuck? And then you're supposed to be prepared when the shit follows up. Which, you know what? I'm fine with that. I can accept that because I see how they decide to prepare the player for that, how they introduced it and shit. The thing that really bothered me though is that was it. We spent the entire game dealing with this cycle. Suddenly there's gonna be this big fight. Like, literally he could have escaped without us knowing and win. But he decided that no, he has to settle things with us like a man first, so he called us out. And there was no fight, it was basically just one big cutscene. Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
We even fought his fucking goon dude. Why could we not fight Rice?
Yeah,
Also,
it's
can you
like, why
please stop
couldn't you
using
fight
the
him like
grappling
that?
hook? I told you not to use that shit.
Psh, I was just showing it off. But yeah, it's like, that is true. It's just... like, you had a fight with his goon. I was expecting a fight with Rise to be like a fight with yourself. Like, he has all the skills you have.
Yeah, that would have been amazing. Or at least, you know, maybe it was again some kind of an arena where there's a lot of zombies coming in and shit. But this time Rice was down there with you. That would have been
No.
way more fun. Like where basically zombies start coming, you start killing zombies, and suddenly when the zombies stop coming, you start fighting each other again. Then the next wave of zombies comes. It would have been way more awesome and dynamic, I think. I don't know. Just and maybe
Definitely.
suddenly like he had explosions set up so the entire building starts collapsing. So you both start running away, trying to escape the building before everything burns up. But then then he starts shoving you out of the way to prevent you from escaping while he escapes. Stuff like that would have been so amazing.
Yeah, that's it. It's like, I was expecting volatiles or something to be there, because though volatiles existed at night, there was never any... Go away. There was never any interaction with them. There was no nest to destroy or anything like
Well,
that.
we kind of did destroy one of their nests in the first zone, but
Yeah, that's one though, and it had no impact. It's
yeah.
like, I was hoping that that would become a thing, like you have to go to these super dangerous areas. You'd have to take care of them.
Yeah. I was kinda hoping for something like that myself, not gonna lie. See, clear example. Tackle, cat stomp. Perfect. Clean and fast.
It's like, also, I wish
Oh
that...
shit. Oh.
You're fine.
That was dumb.
I wish that you didn't level up the way you did. Like, it's just personal preference, but I think they could have really fleshed out more NPCs if they taught you this shit. Like, what if Jade was
Yes.
the one teaching you like the head snap and the counter and the kung fu shit, because she's a professional kickboxer?
Yeah, that was the part that really annoyed me. You have this person that you're playing off as some kind of badass because she has a huge kickboxing background, and she's not teaching you how to fight. You never even got a chance to test your might against her, like some kind of, you know, like for instance, okay, she hated us for the most part because of some shit that happened, which I totally understand. But in the beginning of the game, when things were not so strange and I was learning how to survive, why was the kid not teaching me how to run? Why was she not teaching me how to fight? And why was someone else not teaching me how to gather supplies and what to do with the supplies? Why?
Yeah, and you would have got attached to these characters, but they kill them off, and you're just like,
I don't care, I don't
Well-
even know these people. Right? That's the point.
that's just the thing. It's like, I don't know what to say to it really. Like, the characters could have been really, really good if they fleshed them out, but you only have the cutscenes and stuff. Like, the in cutscenes, and shit happens so often, like, you never get a chance to understand them.
Yeah. Like for instance, when let's say in a situation where they actually used that girl, which I name already forgot, to teach us about combat and shit. Like we go on a mission somewhere, we find a few zombies in a parking lot, we fight them, but then suddenly we get trapped, a lot of zombies show up and she helps us escape, we get trapped somewhere. We feel like, oh shit, this is it, we can't escape, we're gonna die. Like they have a small bonding moment. Suddenly some guys from the tower show up and save our asses, and then stuff like that would make us bond to these people and shit, right?
Definitely. And like, that shit that Jade did just before her death, you know, all that, like, taking down 4 men,
Well, that
armed
was
men.
pretty much her
just
dying breath, so...
And I was like, why couldn't you been doing that in, like, the entire game? I would have been all over you if you were doing cool shit like that.
Yeah.
But she never did it. Like, ever. And I was
It
like,
always
oh.
felt, like we were the only ones in the city doing something.
By the way, I know it sounds like we're bashing on the game, but we did enjoy it a lot. We just, when you like a game,
You talk about
want
the
it to
bad
improve.
things because, well, if you hate the game, you're gonna talk about some of the good points because you're justifying yourself for playing it. But no, when you enjoy the game and you're still playing it, then you just talk about the bad shit. It's common.
Yeah, that's because because you want the next game that they make, and I hope they make a next game because it would be awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that's the thing, if they make a next game, I just can't wait to see the improvements. I hope they improve on what we say. That's
Dude,
what I'm looking forward to.
if they announce Dying Light 2, I'm pre-ordering it right now. I don't give a fuck.
Yep. That's the thing, it's a great game. And it could even be even better if they just keep going, and it's just...
Yeah,
That's
honestly, their gameplay is fucking here. Now all they need to worry about is the story. They've got everything else down. Characters and story. And maybe a little bit work on the level progression and how you level up and the weapon variety. Everything else is fucking here. The core gameplay is here.
And that's what makes the game, the cool gameplay.
Anyway, this is the one box that we never got because it's somewhere underneath. Let's find out how to fucking get it before we end. I'm curious.
I suspect there's a...
Oh, maybe it's here. Yeah, this looks like it. There's another underwater entrance. Also some
it's
spitters.
full. I would have liked some underwater zombies, honestly.
Yeah. Or at least like, I don't know, as soon as the zombies hit fucking water, they stop immediately. Like, in the water you're 100% safe. I don't know, it's just... I kinda wish there was something that happens in there, like zombie fishes or something, I don't know.
Definitely. But yeah, next game, more weapon variety, better progression, and this game would have... It'd be a masterpiece.
Definitely more fucking firearms, come on. 3 weapons, really? A shotgun and a assault rifle and a pistol, come on guys.
I don't know why they stopped. Maybe because they didn't have enough time?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
maybe they
wondering
wanted to
about that.
seem like weapons are really rare. But you can get an assault rifle before you get a pistol, and that confused the fuck out of me. And there is absolutely
Honestly,
no...
dude, I think the pistols are the rarest weapon in this game. I think you get a ton of assault rifles and a ton of shotguns, but you barely ever get any pistols. I'm confused by that.
Yeah, and it's strange, and there's only, like, technically there's only one type of pistol, since there's no difference between American and German.
Or the rice pistol, which
Well,
is
Rice pistol
okay,
has
it's,
burst fire at least.
Yeah, it's got burst fire and that's the only difference, but come on, we're not gonna count those as different pistols. I'm sorry, but no.
No, I wouldn't either. Not even the 2 different assault rifles.
Yeah, the only difference between the police one and the military one is that one is automatic, the other is not. I mean, come on, that's not a fucking difference.
No, it isn't. Not at all. There's no difference between legendary weapons either. Like, unlike in, you know, like Dead Island, like bringing up that game. Like we bring it up, but that's the thing. It did at least some things right. But again, you pick out good things in bad games to justify yourself. But yeah, in that game, each legendary weapon was different. It had a cool skin to it because it was a legendary weapon.
Mm-hmm.
If we had some more of
another
that.
thing, speaking of weapons, I didn't like how the crafting mods work in this game. The mods only. The rest of the crafting I was fine with, but the mods in general.
I never put well, I did a few times, but that's only because I wouldn't. Oh, I have mods. I never felt like I had to put them in ever.
Yeah, and why was that? Because you use them once and that's it. They disappear. Why? Why?
Like, it's not like if it was like crafting and you had to gather materials for them to add them in, sure, but there weren't. It was practically useless.
Yeah, it's a single time upgrade. Why would you want that? Oh, there's a stage here. We haven't been in this area apparently.
Where's
Or
the
we were
microphone?
missing it
Someone
because
stole
you
it.
always rush everywhere. You wanna do a solo for the closing act? Our audience getting kind of rowdy. Give me a sec. I'm gonna light the fire in their hearts. Real
Okay,
quick.
no, hang on, I gotta step away from it. I gotta go backstage, prepare my voice.
Gotta reach for the top, stay on the mountain. Da na 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 na. Every lady's crazy when her daddy's not around. Da na 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 na.
ba da ni da re ga